teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cause TK to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Spin make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the counter, Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Again, Wilson will keep it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, move you.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Niners had 5 and 9 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From midfield, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
On play action, Lance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
17.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. And that's complete. It's Sims. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And cycle.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Well done. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
Watch out now. 50 few. Like 60.
Here's Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Chase Young
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They go play action with Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Black ultra. You, yellow.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. CD, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
And Lance now to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Lance looks to throw again.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The kick by Gold is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And some room to maneuver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once more, Gibson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a first carry here for Robinson. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's a give to Gibson.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
A handoff for Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with